You didn't land here by chance. Something ancient is calling you home. As the waning moon dims its light, a hidden portal opens, not in the sky, but in you. This isn't about letting go. It's about sacred surrender, the kind that births a new self in silence. Welcome to Inner Light Frequency, where every lunar shadow reveals the truth we've buried and are now ready to face. Have you ever felt the universe whisper to you? So softly it almost feels like a dream, yet so deeply it stirs your soul. That quiet knowing that something is shifting, like you're standing at the edge of something powerful, something unknown. You're not imagining it. The waning moon has arrived, casting its gentle glow, and with it comes a sacred invitation, a call to surrender, to reflect, and to make space for transformation. This isn't just another phase in the lunar cycle. It's a portal, a cosmic doorway opening just for you, asking, are you ready to let go of what no longer serves you? Are you ready to rise? Take a moment now. Let's breathe together. Inhale slowly, hold it, and exhale. Feel yourself grounding. Let your shoulders drop, your mind quiet. With this breath, set a quiet intention in your heart. You don't need to know what it is yet. Just allow yourself to be open. Open to whatever message, shift, or realization is meant for you today. You've arrived at this moment for a reason, and you're exactly where you're supposed to be. In this video, we're going to dive deep, not just into the meaning of the waning moon, but into the energy it brings into your life. This isn't just astrology. This is soul work. We'll explore the signs you might already be feeling. Restlessness, vivid dreams, unexpected emotions, and why these are signals, not symptoms, clues that something powerful is moving through you. I'll guide you through the spiritual meaning of this phase, the hidden shifts the universe is nudging you toward, and how to truly align with the energy of release so you can step into your next chapter with clarity and courage. So if you are ready for this transformative energy, then drop a comment and say, I'm ready. So stay with me. Let this be more than a video. Let it be a journey, a moment where you come home to yourself, where the noise quiets and your intuition speaks a little louder. You don't need to have it all figured out. You just need to begin. And if you're already feeling the pull to go deeper, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that bell icon so you never miss the guidance the universe has in store for you. Let's step into this transformation together. Now that we've set our intention and opened ourselves to the energy of transformation, let's deepen our understanding of the waning moon itself. What is it really? The waning moon is the phase that follows the full moon, when the brilliant, fully illuminated moon begins to retreat into shadow. Each night, we see less of her light, as if she's slowly folding back into herself. But this isn't something to fear. It's something to embrace. The waning moon carries an energy of soft endings, of quiet release. It's nature's way of reminding us that letting go is not loss, it's preparation. Just like trees shed their leaves in autumn to make room for new growth in spring, we too must release the weight we no longer need. This lunar phase is not about doing more, it's about doing less. It's a sacred pause, a time to ask yourself, what am I still holding on to that is no longer meant for me? And the magic deepens when we look at the spiritual significance of this moon phase. In astrology and spiritual traditions, the waning moon is known as a portal for deep inner work. It's not just about decluttering your physical space. It's about clearing your emotional and energetic space. Have you been carrying the weight of old disappointments? Are there beliefs whispering in your ear that you're not good enough, not ready, not worthy? This is the time to challenge them. The waning moon invites you to reflect, not from a place of judgment, but from a place of deep self-compassion. It's a time to close doors with gratitude, not bitterness, because when we hold on to what's no longer aligned, we block the blessings that are trying to reach us. During this phase, you may notice your energy turning inward. You might feel more tired, more introspective, or more emotional. Don't resist that. These feelings aren't setbacks. They're signals. Your soul is asking for space to breathe, to heal, to be heard. This is the moment to journal, to meditate, to sit in silence, and listen to what your heart has been trying to say beneath all the noise. And if you find yourself confronting uncomfortable truths or unresolved emotions, know that this is the moon doing her work, pulling those energies to the surface so you can finally let them go. You don't have to fix everything right now. You just have to be willing to release. Trust that the universe will take care of the rest. What makes the waning moon so powerful is its invitation to surrender. And in a world that constantly pushes us to chase, achieve, and strive, it's a radical act to say, I am letting go. I am making space. I am choosing peace over pressure. Imagine for a moment, what if the very thing you've been waiting for is simply waiting for you to let go of what's blocking it? What if your next chapter is already written, and all it needs is for you to turn the page? That's the promise of this moon phase, and it's not just about individual growth. It's about spiritual alignment. When we align with the cycles of nature, we begin to move in rhythm with something ancient and wise. We stop forcing things and start flowing with life. And that's when real transformation happens. Not from the outside in, but from the inside out. So as you move through this waning moon energy, let yourself soften. Be curious. Ask yourself, what am I ready to release? What would it feel like to be free of it? And more importantly, who would I become without it? Because every ending holds the seed of a new beginning, and the waning moon is your guide through that sacred doorway. If you've been feeling unusually emotional, restless, or even overwhelmed lately, you're not imagining it. And you're certainly not alone. This waning moon is different. It carries a deeper intensity than most, and its energy is reaching into the core of who you are, asking you to wake up to something bigger. You might feel like there's a storm stirring inside of you, an urgency you can't explain, a strange pressure building up even in moments of stillness. That pressure is not here to harm you. It's here to break you open, to help you shed layers you've outgrown. This isn't just a routine moon phase. This is a cosmic clearing. It's pulling old emotional debris to the surface, wounds you thought were healed, memories you buried, patterns you thought you'd broken. All of it is rising now, not to punish you, but to be seen, acknowledged, and finally released. The universe is intensifying this moment on purpose. There's something you've been carrying that's been holding you back, and this moon is shining its quiet, piercing light into those hidden corners of your heart. It's showing you the truth, not to hurt you, but to set you free. And yes, that can be uncomfortable. You might feel more sensitive, more vulnerable, even a little lost. But feeling lost is often how we find the path we were meant to walk. This phase is not meant to break you. It's meant to break you open. So if you feel like you're unraveling, trust that it's a sacred unraveling. The energy is moving quickly now, and what once felt like subtle shifts may now feel like a tidal wave of emotions and insights. Don't resist it. Let it move through you. Let it do its work. And maybe you felt it. The strange sense that you're standing on the edge of something, even if you can't quite see what's ahead. That quiet, almost electric feeling that something's coming. You're not imagining that either. This waning moon is acting like a spiritual threshold. It's the final moment before the change takes root. You may not know what's coming next, but you can feel that something is ending, and something new is preparing to be born. It's like you're standing in a doorway between two versions of yourself. The one who has carried all the old stories, the fears, the wounds, and the one who is ready to rise beyond them. This edge, this in-between space can feel confusing. You might be tempted to cling to what's familiar, even if it no longer fits. But this moon is whispering. Let go. Trust. Leap. The universe is creating space in your life for a new beginning. And before anything can arrive, the old must leave. You don't need to rush the process. Just notice what's surfacing. What thoughts keep repeating? What emotions are calling your attention? These are clues. The discomfort you feel is not a sign that something's wrong. It's a signal that something powerful is awakening. You're being asked to release not just things or people, but old versions of yourself. Outdated identities, outgrown roles, expired dreams. This is sacred shedding. So if your emotions are all over the place, if you're crying for no reason or feeling like you're both breaking down and breaking through, know that this is the path to your next evolution. The intensity isn't here to crush you. It's here to cleanse you. The universe doesn't take things away to punish you. It removes what's in the way of your potential. And this particular waning moon is not subtle about it. It's fierce, it's honest, and it's absolutely rooting for your transformation. So take a breath. Stay with the process. You're not falling apart. You're realigning, and the next version of you is waiting on the other side of this release. As this waning moon continues to work its quiet magic, you may begin to notice strange shifts happening within and around you. Some of these signs might feel confusing, even unsettling, while others might fill you with a sense of clarity or anticipation you can't quite explain. But all of it, every feeling, every experience, is a signal, a message that you're being prepared for something greater, something that may not fully make sense yet, but is deeply aligned with your soul's evolution. And once you start recognizing the signs, you'll begin to see just how powerfully this lunar phase is shaping your next chapter. One of the most common signs that you're undergoing a deep transformation is emotional purging. You may find yourself crying for no apparent reason, or suddenly revisiting emotions you thought you had buried long ago. Memories may surface unexpectedly. Old pain, old conversations, moments you hadn't thought about in years. These waves of emotion are not setbacks. They're not random. They're the release. The waning moon is like a cosmic detox, flushing out emotional residue that you've been holding on to, consciously or unconsciously. And while it can feel heavy, this is actually your soul creating space for something lighter, something more aligned to flow in. If you're feeling raw or exposed, know that this is a sign of deep healing. Another powerful sign is restlessness. You might feel unsettled, even if nothing in your external life has changed. It's that sense of being out of sync with where you are, a quiet inner knowing that you're ready for more, even if you don't yet know what more looks like. You may feel frustrated with your current routine, disinterested in things that used to excite you, or suddenly pulled toward new directions without fully understanding why. That's the shift beginning to move. Your spirit is already sensing the transformation before your mind can catch up. And that restlessness, it's not a flaw. It's an invitation to explore, to ask questions, to begin dreaming again. You may also find your dreams becoming more vivid, symbolic, and emotionally charged. Pay close attention to what's coming through at night. Your subconscious is wide open during this phase. The waning moon thins the veil between the conscious and unconscious realms, making it easier for your inner guidance to come through. You may dream of people from your past, unresolved situations, or even experience prophetic symbols that seem strange at first, but carry powerful insights when reflected upon. These dreams are not just mental clutter. They're messages your higher self is speaking. Are you listening? And then there's the physical shift. Your body might be feeling this transformation just as much as your mind and heart. Don't fight it. Give yourself permission to slow down. These physical symptoms are not signs of weakness. They're signs of alignment. Just as the earth needs winter to rest and prepare for spring, you need this time to retreat and regenerate. This phase is preparing your body to carry new energy, new purpose, and new light. Keep carrying them or set them down for good. And here's the truth you need to remember. You don't need to have it all figured out. You don't need a 5-step plan for your life. You simply need to be willing to let go of what you know isn't working. That act alone creates a ripple in the universe, a powerful signal that you're ready. Ready for healing. Ready for clarity. Ready for something more. Honor what's surfacing. And most of all, remember, you are exactly where you're meant to be. The shift you've been waiting for has already begun, and you are ready. There's a quiet kind of power in letting go, a strength that doesn't shout, but whispers through the cracks of our resistance. As this waning moon draws us inward, it brings with it a profound invitation to release, and not just in a symbolic or surface-level way, but to truly loosen your grip on the things you've clung to out of habit, fear, or comfort. Letting go isn't always easy. It's not giving up. It's the sacred act of trusting that there's a greater flow to life than what we can see. This moon phase teaches us that surrender is where true transformation begins. You stop fighting life and you start flowing with it. And in that flow, miracles can happen. Healing happens. The perfect ancient cycle. Just as night follows day and seasons shift without being forced, your life is also moving in perfect time. There is nothing you need to rush. What is meant for you is not going to pass you by. And the more you surrender, the more you allow yourself to receive. Not just on the outside, but deep within your soul. So ask yourself now, what am I ready to lay down? What part of me is ready to be set free? And can I trust that letting go isn't loss, it's liberation? The power of this moment lies not in what you're reaching for, but in what you're willing to release. Let go, gently, but with intention. Let go of the guilt, the fear, the need to know what's next. Let go of the weight of being someone you no longer are. And as you do, you'll begin to feel it. That soft, subtle shift, the lightness, the space, the readiness for what's coming. Because it is coming. Something new, something aligned, something meant. All you have to do now is trust, surrender, and keep your heart open. Now that we've explored the emotional and spiritual depth of the waning moon, let's bring it into your everyday life with practical, sacred ways to truly align with its energy. Because while understanding is powerful, embodiment is transformation. This phase of the moon isn't just a mystical idea. It's a living energy you can interact with. And when you consciously participate in the letting go, you amplify the magic that's already unfolding. The waning moon is calling for action, not in the form of force, but in the form of ritual, reflection, and quiet release. And there's something incredibly empowering about choosing to let go, not just mentally, but energetically and physically. One of the most powerful tools you can use during the waning moon is ritual. A simple ritual can help your mind, body, and spirit fully commit to the release you've been sensing. It doesn't have to be complicated. In fact, simplicity makes it even more profound. Begin by finding a quiet space where you won't be disturbed. This is your sacred moment, just you and the universe. Light a candle. Let that small flame represent the moon's soft glow, illuminating your inner world. Now take a piece of paper and write down everything you are ready to release. Be honest. Be raw. Let the words flow out of you without judgment. You can write emotions, thoughts, people, habits, beliefs, anything that no longer fits the future you're stepping into. Once you've poured your heart onto the page, hold it gently in your hands. Read it out loud. Let your voice give power to the words. Acknowledge each one and then say these words aloud. I release what no longer serves me. With intention and care, burn the paper safely, watching the smoke rise into the air. Visualize your release, leaving your energy field, dissolving into the universe. As the smoke rises, so too does the weight you've been carrying. Feel the shift, feel the space it creates. In that moment, you are not just thinking about letting go, you are living it. And if ritual doesn't resonate with you, or if you want to go even deeper, try working with the waning moon through meditation. Meditation during this phase can be like stepping into a portal, a space between the seen and unseen, where transformation quietly takes root. Find a calm, comfortable space where you feel safe. Close your eyes and imagine yourself standing beneath the vast night sky, bathed in the cool, soft light of the waning moon. Let her glow surround you like a blanket of silver. peaceful, and pure. As you breathe in, invite that light into your body. As you breathe out, visualize all the stagnant energy, fear, and emotional heaviness flowing out of you and disappearing into the night. See the moonlight washing over you like a gentle tide, cleansing you, renewing you, realigning you with your truth. You don't need to force anything. Just breathe and allow. With each inhale, imagine breathing in clarity, softness, peace. With each exhale, let go of one more piece of what's no longer needed. Thoughts may come, feelings may rise. Welcome them, witness them, and let them pass like clouds drifting across the moonlit sky. You are not those thoughts. You are not the weight. You are the space behind it, the silence beneath it, the soul becoming new in the quiet. And perhaps in that stillness, you'll begin to hear something else. A whisper, a new idea, a feeling of possibility, a glimpse of what's waiting for you once the release is complete. This is how you align with the waning moon. Not by chasing, not by fixing, but by listening, releasing, and trusting. Trusting that the letting go is the gateway to receiving more than you ever imagined. And that the energy you clear now is sacred preparation for all the beauty, love, and abundance that's ready to come through. You don't need to have perfect words or perfect steps. You just need to show up with honesty and willingness, whether through ritual, meditation, or even a quiet moment with your own thoughts. This is your time to clear, to cleanse, and to prepare. Let the moon be your guide. Let your breath be your anchor. Let your heart be your compass. Because when you align with the natural rhythm of release, you don't just watch your life change. You become the change. And that beautiful soul is where true magic begins. As you walk through this sacred journey of release under the waning moon, there's one truth that rises quietly but powerfully. Transformation takes time. You might wonder if anything is really changing. But trust this, just because it's not visible doesn't mean it's not happening. The waning moon isn't just asking you to let go. It's also asking you to trust. To trust that what you're releasing is creating space, and that space is being gently, divinely prepared for something new. The universe is always working, even when it feels silent, even when the answers haven't arrived yet, or the clarity feels just out of reach. Behind the scenes, energies are shifting, aligning, recalibrating for you, for your highest good, for the version of you that's rising through this release. This phase is where faith becomes your foundation. You may feel like you're floating between what was and what will be, but that space is not emptiness, it's potential. It's where soul growth takes root. The soil may look bare, but seeds are being planted deep beneath the surface. So even if you're not seeing results right away, know that the energy you've put into letting go, clearing, and healing is never wasted. It's sacred groundwork. Just like the moon slowly wanes before becoming new again, you are cycling through a rebirth that can't be rushed. You're stepping into alignment with divine timing, and divine timing is never late. Let this be your reminder. Trust the process, even when it's quiet, especially when it's quiet. The silence often holds the most sacred shifts. This is your invitation to soften into the unknown, to hold space for the future you can't yet see, and to release the need for immediate answers. You don't have to have it all figured out right now. You don't have to know what's next. You simply have to stay open, to let the unfolding happen in its own way, in its own time. Because the universe isn't just responding to your actions, it's responding to your energy, your intentions, your willingness to release what no longer fits so that something better can enter. And in all of this, patience becomes your greatest ally. Real growth is not rushed. Real alignment is not forced. It flows. It unfolds. Like the moon, it has its own rhythm. So be gentle with yourself during this transition. You are not falling behind. You are not doing it wrong. If you feel uncertain, tired, emotional, or even a little lost, that's okay. Those are signs that you're in the in-between, the threshold, the the sacred pause before the next wave of clarity and momentum arrives. Let that be enough for now. Give yourself permission to move slowly, to breathe deeply, to feel what you feel without needing to fix it all. Let the patience you offer yourself be the soil in which your future will grow. The more you trust, the more peace you'll find. Not because everything is perfect, but because you're aligned with the truth that it's all happening for you. You're not being tested. You're being prepared. You're being guided, even now, by a rhythm greater than you can see. And soon, when the time is right, what is meant for you will arrive with such clarity, it will feel like it was always meant to be. So for now, rest in that knowing. Let go, stay open, and hold your heart with patience. The transformation you've been calling in is already in motion, and it's coming to meet you, step by step, in perfect, divine timing. As we move deeper into the energy of the waning moon, we step into a quieter, more introspective space, and in that stillness, something powerful often begins to rise, the shadow self. This part of us is not bad or wrong, it's simply the side we've learned to hide. The shadow is where we store the pieces of ourselves we've been told not to show, the fear, the anger, the shame, the old wounds we never quite knew how to heal. And under the subtle, steady gaze of the waning moon, the veil thins just enough for these buried aspects to surface. It's no coincidence that emotions tend to feel stronger during this time. The waning moon doesn't just ask us to release what's on the surface, it gently, sometimes forcefully, asks us to confront what lies beneath. You may feel this in sudden mood swings, bursts of emotion that seem to come out of nowhere, or the return of thoughts and memories you thought you'd left behind. Maybe you feel anxious without knowing why. Maybe old wounds suddenly ache again. This isn't regression, it's revelation. The waning moon is shining its light, not outward, but inward. It's illuminating the corners of our inner world, the places we've ignored or pushed aside. And while this can feel deeply uncomfortable, it is also one of the most powerful invitations for growth we will ever receive. Because we cannot fully heal what we refuse to face, and the parts of ourselves we avoid, those very parts are often the keys to our deepest transformation. The shadow isn't here to harm you. It's here to be acknowledged. It is your inner child crying for attention, your past pain asking to be seen, your unresolved truths rising for reconciliation. And here's the truth most of us don't realize until we're in it. The more we resist the shadow, the louder it becomes. But when we finally stop running from it and begin to meet it with curiosity, compassion, and courage, something beautiful happens. We stop being haunted by the past and start reclaiming our power from it. What once felt like weakness begins to reveal its wisdom. What once felt like darkness begins to feel like depth. This is what the waning moon offers us, a space to bring the shadow into the light, not to fix it, not to judge it, but to integrate it. To say, yes, this is also part of me, and I choose to love myself anyway. That is where real transformation lives, not in perfection, not in constant light, but in wholeness, in embracing every layer of who we are, even the parts that are messy, emotional, or unresolved. Healing isn't about becoming someone new. It's about remembering who you've always been, beneath the layers of pain and protection. And the shadow, when met with grace, can guide you back to that remembrance. So if you're feeling raw, reactive, or uncertain during this time, pause, breathe, ask yourself, what part of me is asking to be seen right now? Don't push it down. Don't shame it. Just notice it. Invite it in. Maybe journal about it. Maybe speak it out loud. Maybe just sit with it in silence under the night sky. And as you do, know that you are not alone in this process. We all carry shadows. We all have pieces we're learning to love. And the waning moon reminds us that true healing isn't about getting rid of those pieces. It's about learning how to hold them with kindness. Let this be your practice. When the shadow rises, meet it with open arms, not to indulge it, but to understand it, not to let it lead, but to let it speak. Because when the shadow is seen, it softens. When it's accepted, it transforms. This is the sacred alchemy of the waning moon. The light of awareness, meeting the darkness of the self, and creating something entirely new. You are not broken for having shadows. You are brave for facing them. And in doing so, you become whole. As the waning moon moves through its quiet, reflective phase, its influence doesn't just ripple through your inner world. It gently, yet powerfully, touches the heart of your relationships. This is a time when old dynamics surface, unresolved emotions stir, and the deeper truths of your connections begin to reveal themselves. The waning moon has a way of stripping things down to their essence, asking us to look not just at who we are becoming, but also at who we are becoming with. It's not always easy to look closely at the people in our lives and ask the difficult questions, but that's exactly what this moon invites us to do. Begin by asking yourself, are my relationships supporting my growth? Are the connections I'm holding on to helping me rise or quietly keeping me stuck? These questions are sacred. They aren't about blame. They're about clarity, because sometimes the people we surround ourselves with reflect old versions of us, versions we've already begun to outgrow. And holding on to relationships rooted in outdated energy can feel heavy, draining, even confusing. The waning moon brings these imbalances to light, not to cause conflict, but to help you see what needs to shift. Whether it's a friendship, a romantic relationship, or even a connection with a family member, this is a time for honest reflection. Are you supported, seen, and respected? Or are you pouring energy into something that no longer pours back? But here's the deeper truth. Releasing in relationships doesn't always mean saying goodbye. Sometimes it simply means letting go of the emotional baggage that has been weighing the connection down. The resentment, the unspoken pain, the disappointment that's never been fully processed. These things can create walls between hearts. And during the waning moon, those emotional walls begin to crack, offering a chance to let the light back in. You might notice old wounds rising to the surface, memories, arguments, or hurts you thought you had buried. This isn't regression. It's a sacred opportunity. You are being asked to feel it, to face it, and then, if you're ready, to release it. Letting go doesn't always mean walking away. It might mean forgiving yourself. It might mean releasing an expectation you placed on someone. It might mean softening where you've been guarded, or creating space where you've been too entangled. The waning moon invites healing, not through force, but through surrender. When you release what no longer serves the energy of your relationships, you give those relationships a chance to evolve, to grow with you, rather than hold you back. And when you make space, truly make space, something beautiful happens. The energetic dynamics of your relationships begin to shift. Suddenly, there's more room for honesty, for mutual respect, for deeper connection. Or in some cases, the space you've created naturally allows the connection to drift away with grace. Not all endings are painful. Some are simply peaceful acknowledgments that your paths have diverged, and in that peace, you honor the role that relationship played in your journey, even as you release it to make space for what's next. During this phase, stay close to your truth. If a relationship feels heavy, ask yourself why. Is it something you need to talk about, forgive, shift, or release? And if a connection feels light and expansive, pour into it, nourish it, let it grow alongside your transformation. The waning moon doesn't just clear space within you, it clears space around you. It helps you realign with people, relationships, and energies that are in harmony with your growth. So allow yourself to reflect without judgment. You are allowed to change. You are allowed to outgrow. You are allowed to heal, whether it's through a gentle letting go or a deepened bond reborn. Through release, trust that this process is leading you toward more authentic, soul-aligned connections. The waning moon is not taking anything from you. It's clearing what no longer resonates, so what is truly meant for you can enter with ease. And in the quiet of this moonlight, may you find the courage to let go, the grace to forgive, and the openness to receive love in its highest form. As we approach the final moments of this sacred waning moon cycle, there's a quiet shift happening, not just in the sky, but within you. The energy begins to slow even more, soften even deeper, and you may feel a subtle pull inward, a sense of anticipation without urgency. This is the in-between, the fertile stillness that bridges release and rebirth. You've done the inner work. You've released old wounds, patterns, energies, and perhaps even relationships that no longer serve your highest path. And now, the space you've created is sacred. It's not emptiness, it's readiness. The waning moon has cleared the soil of your soul, and in this stillness, you are preparing for what comes next. This is where hope returns. This is where intention begins to stir. The new moon is drawing near, and with it comes a powerful invitation. What will you create with this fresh energy? What do you want to bring into your life now that the weight has been lifted? This moment is the threshold between who you were and who you're becoming. And as you stand in this transition, you are being asked to get clear on your desires, not from a place of desperation, but from a place of alignment. The new moon is the phase of manifestation, the cosmic blank slate, but the potency of what you'll manifest in the next cycle begins now, in how you prepare. Use these days before the new moon to reflect. What did this cycle teach you? What did you uncover? What did you let go of that felt impossible before? But now, looking back, feels like the greatest act of self-honor. Write it down, honor it, and then begin to gently shift your focus to what you now want to create. Maybe it's clarity, maybe it's love, maybe it's a new chapter, a dream long buried, or a version of yourself you've only glimpsed in your highest visions. Let yourself feel into it. Let the energy of your intention rise from your heart, not your mind. What does your soul long for? What truth do you want to live more fully? This is your time to begin forming those intentions, not rushed, not forced, but felt deeply. Write them out, speak them aloud. Dream without holding back. Because now, with all you've released, the path ahead is open in a way it wasn't before. You've cleared the garden, now you're choosing what to plant, and the energy of the new moon will water those seeds with cosmic support. But your role is to be the conscious gardener, to choose with care, to align with your truth, and to believe that you are worthy of what you desire. The more connected you are to your intention, the more magnetic your energy becomes. Trust that the universe is listening. Trust that the shifts you've made during the waning moon haven't just changed you. They've changed your entire energetic field. Every breath, every release, every moment of stillness you allowed. It all mattered. Even if things didn't unfold exactly as you expected, you showed up. You opened. You listened. That is the real magic. The waning moon has taken you through a process of deep inner transformation, and you emerged more aligned, more aware, more ready. This isn't the end. It's the turning of the page. The next chapter begins with intention, and it begins with you. So as you walk forward into the quiet mystery of the new moon, carry this truth in your heart. The cycle is on your side. The universe is not random. It is rhythmic, intentional, deeply loving, and you are part of that rhythm. What you let go of has created space for blessings beyond what you can yet imagine. Trust in your growth. Trust in your timing. Trust in the seeds you are planting now, because they will grow. They will bloom. And when they do, you'll look back at this moment, not as an ending, but as the beautiful, powerful beginning it truly was. As we come to the close of this transformative journey, I want to remind you of the incredible power the waning moon holds. This phase isn't just about letting go. It's about clearing the way for something new, something that aligns more closely with your highest self. In the quiet moments of release, you're not losing anything. You're making space for the blessings that are just waiting to arrive. The waning moon, in all its softness and stillness, is guiding you into a new chapter of your life, one filled with growth, clarity, and profound transformation. So as you move forward, trust this process. Be gentle with yourself as you navigate the energies at play. Transformation takes time, and the path may not always be linear, but know that with every step you take, you're drawing closer to the life you're meant to live. Embrace this time of cleansing, releasing, and renewal, because it's leading you exactly where you need to be. You are exactly where you're supposed to be, even if the full picture hasn't yet unfolded. Now I want to hear from you. What are you releasing during this waning moon? What has this phase shown you about yourself, your life, or your journey? Let's come together and support each other during this powerful time of transformation. Share your thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you, and I know many of us can benefit from each other's stories and insights. If you found this video helpful, or if it resonated with you in some way, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And if you're not already, be sure to subscribe and hit the bell for notifications so you never miss another video in this series. I'll be back soon with more content to guide and inspire you on your journey. And of course, feel free to share this video with anyone who might need to hear these messages right now. Together, we can all step into this transformation as one.